In this session, we'll discuss how to convert a PDF file into an editable HTML file while maintaining all the images, tables, hyperlinks, and even the table of contents. Now, there have been a few improvements in this version of Acrobat with the PDF to HTML conversion process, but you may find that you still need to clean up the HTML file in a tool like Adobe Dreamweaver after it's been exported. If you're following along, I've got the board manual.pdf file open. And before we convert this file to HTML, I just wanted to point out a few things about the file. This particular file contains an interactive table of contents where I can click any of the entries. It has headers and footers. On some of the pages, you'll find bulleted lists or numbered lists. And this page has a table as well as graphics. And this particular file also contains bookmarks that you can select to navigate to various sections of the document. Now, to convert this file to HTML, simply select the File, Save as Other, HTML Web Page command. In the Save As dialog, there's a really important button that you need to select first called Settings, which I'll go ahead and do. And in the Settings dialog, you can choose whether you want to produce a single HTML page or multiple pages. And for each of these options, your existing headers and bookmarks can play a key role. For example, if you choose Single HTML Page, you have the option to create a separate HTML navigation frame based on your headings or bookmarks. Now, since I know this file has bookmarks, I'm going to go ahead and choose the bookmark option. Now, if you wanted multiple HTML pages, which is much easier to navigate if you have a long document, you can also break apart the file based on your headings or bookmarks. The multiple HTML page selection will also create a separate folder on your system with all the individual HTML pages and images. I'm going to select Single HTML Page, and then under the Content Settings section, you can choose to include your images and to remove headers or footers, which is important since the page numbering will no longer be the same. I'll keep these both checked. And the last setting is helpful if your PDF content originated as a scanned document. I'll click OK and Save. And now Acrobat will run through the process of converting the file to HTML. Now I've opened the resulting file in Firefox. It produces an XHTML 1.0 or HTML 4.01 conforming document. You'll see that there's a separate navigation pane on the left with all the links that were created from the PDF bookmarks. I can click on any one of these to navigate in the file. The table of contents at the top is still completely interactive. Various headings have been converted to the HTML styles. Numbered lists are converted to ordered lists in HTML, so they're very easy to update. The table up here is still completely formatted. And then, of course, the headers and footers have been removed. And the graphic came across as well in the center here. Now, you may have noticed that there are no specific controls for the graphics. So if you need more precise control over the format and the DPI of a graphic, you might consider using the Export All Images command. This is located in the Document Processing panel. And here you can choose various formats for export. Specifically for the web, you can choose JPEG, PNG, or JPEG 2000. And then under the Settings button, you have additional options. Now, if you want to set the defaults for the HTML export, like whether you choose single or multiple HTML pages all the time, this can be found under the Edit, Preferences, or just Preferences on the Mac. Choose the Convert from PDF category, and then select HTML, and click on the Edit Settings button Here you'll find the same settings as we found in the Save As dialog. You can also selectively export content in your file if you don't need everything. To do this, simply make sure the Select tool is selected in Acrobat. Grab the content, right-click or Control-click on the Mac, and choose Export Selection As. And then in the dialog, make sure that HTML is selected in the Save As type. I'm going to cancel out of here. Now on a final note, if you have the Pro version of Acrobat, you can convert PDF files to HTML in a batch process by using an action. Just open up the Action Wizard, select Create a New Action button, choose the Save and Export panel, click on Save and add it to the right column, click on Specify Settings, click on the Export File button and choose HTML. Also remember that it's not possible to convert a PDF to HTML if document security has been set to disallow changes. And it's also not possible to convert forms that have been designed in Adobe Lifecycle Designer to HTML.